What kind of fucking bullshit is like?
Dude, he does this every week.
The bad news is that civilization is crumbling around you.
Wear a dog mask, cut your dick off, bomb Palestine.
The good news is that you are not alone.
There's butthole shaving videos.
I feel bad for the minorities in LA for having to deal with the white people in LA.
You have 5 till midnight, live every Monday at 8 p.m. where you join 5 Limp Bizkit Americans to laugh at the absurd nonsense of the end of history.
Shit show right there.
Sam, stop it!
All right, everybody, welcome back to 5 till midnight, your favorite Monday night show, airing every night or every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of crap takes by crap people. There's a crap mayor who's Somalian. I don't know exactly where this dude's from. And there is actually some interesting stuff going on about lawsuits from Trump to Obama. Do I think anything's going to happen? Probably not, but we'll get into that in today's show anyways. How's everybody doing?
Good, Brother Bear.
Yep,
Good.
I'm doing good. Tired, but good.
Nice.
A lot of work. It's the summer. Summer is always busy time.
Yeah. For me, things are starting to calm down now. The wife's off of work, so now it's like, okay, well, I can kind of coordinate my schedule a little bit easier. She can settle into the house. Everything's good, but I get it. Yeah, home projects, and for me, it's just too hot to want to do anything outside right now. Like, I love the heat, but I don't like work on cars all day and no air conditioning and then want to come home and cut the grass in 80 to 90 degree heat. Like, I can't. I fucking
Dude,
I tried. We have an outdoor gym over here. I tried working out outside. I did one set. I was like, I'm good. Went right back inside.
So you know what? I don't know if you guys might have saw it, but I put up a video of my garage gym now, and I worked out there 2 days last week. Funny enough, last Friday there was actually a bear wandering around in my neighborhood, and I had the door open, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I should probably just close that door because a skunk or something may walk in. And then, like, literally not even 5-10 minutes later, my wife texts me a picture of somebody talking to one of like the local Facebook groups saying there's a bear wandering in the neighborhood, and I'm like, well, I guess I timed
that's a
that
little bit bigger
good.
than a skunk. A little bit bigger, a little bit worse.
Yeah. It was a black bear.
You have to assert dominance to the bear and let him in your home, and then fucking fist fight it, Kyle.
You got to
having a baby.
That wasn't where I thought you.
were.
Yeah, that was not where I thought you were going with that.
You can fuck it when you're done, I guess.
Well, that's more where I thought we were going. I mean, I am a little bit closer to West Virginia than you, so it might be more socially acceptable.
That is true. So, Somali Mayor beating out crying faggy white mayor who cried at George Floyd's casket, which just goes to show you, no matter how much you sacrifice for the cause, they will still throw you in the bus if you're a white dude.
So is this
when
a
do you
dude?
think they start realizing it? When do they start realizing
Bro, never.
No, apparently, yeah. Well, that one dude, his kid got shot, and he was still saying, "Yep, I'm awful because I'm a white guy," or like, I want to apologize to the dude who killed my kid. Well, do you guys remember what story I'm talking
Carmelo
about?
Anthony's
I do
dad.
remember that.
Who?
Not Carmelo Anthony's
No.
dad. Austin's dad. That
Austin Metcalf's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
fucking pussy. And that's not the first one. There's like a bunch of it. Remember the dude whose kid ran over and killed in Springfield, Ohio from like an unlicensed Haitian driver?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, it's not their fault. It's 100% their fault.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There was a really good video, and I think it was Pete that shared it. Where it was literally just like some mechanic or something like that lives in Springfield. And all he did was just like record videos about cars, and they dumped all them Haitians there. And he literally was just like, look, I don't do politics, but this is what's going on. He's like, they literally ate like a duck. He said there was like a whole typo. There was a whole group of them in a van, and it was like super early in the morning. And he said the one just laid on the horn for like 10 minutes straight because one of the people wasn't coming out of the house. And eventually, like, someone had to go over there and tell him, like, stop laying on the horn. Like, to me, it's just like batshit crazy. Like, any one of us, we would like hit the horn real quick to get somebody's attention. You wouldn't, like, in my shop, okay, we'll lay on the horn just to mess with people, but you wouldn't sit there and lay on the horn if someone's not coming out of the house. But this is what those Haitians were doing.
It's truly incompatible with like Western American society and culture.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever like see the videos like in India and Bangladesh? They literally have no rules for driving.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
There's
I
zero
was gonna bring
rules.
that
They
up.
just take that shit right over here, and they're like, "What?" And you're like, "Get out!" What are
Well,
you
so you guys might have heard of him. His name's Gord McGill, and he's a trucker. And I had him on the show probably about a month or so ago, and he was telling me about like some of the Haitians, some of the Indians, some of the other people who come over here, and like the Biden administration had allowed basically these trucking companies like fast track people to getting their licenses to solve the
Mhm.
trucker shortage, right? Well, if you're used to driving in India, Somalia, or Haiti or wherever, you're not used to driving Pennsylvania, New York, West Virginia, Nebraska, wherever has giant mountains and stuff like that. So these people would be going down a steep grade in a semi, and they wouldn't know to like downshift it and engine brake and Jake brake,
Right.
other stuff to slow down the truck. So these people would literally just plow into neighborhoods and kill tons of people.
Oh my
And they
god.
would get finally like charged. They would just go back to their country.
Right. So like that was
Yeah,
crazy.
wow.
Huh? Anyway, guys, I'm back. Telling this boy, like,
I got
Whoa,
I got
I got
driving
this
experience.
crazy story about this time I was in America.
their
Here's how it
resume,
went.
their
you guys up
resume
to?
in India is like really good. They're like, oh yeah, I drove in America for 3 years. Doesn't on there that they got in car like a 20 car pile up and destroyed
Yeah.
70 people's lives.
Well, yeah, and like
Have you guys,
good.
I was gonna say, have you guys seen the you know, everybody always talks about playing like Florida Man. You know, you type in on
Yeah.
Google Florida Man and check out the. Have you seen Mumbai Man? Like that's become a thing recently.
No.
no,
Mumbai is a city in India. I think it's a city. It might be a county or whatever
no, you're
they
right.
call it.
Who
State.
cares?
It's a city. But it's
Probably
like
smells bad.
it's just it's just as crazy. Like it's almost worse than like this one. The first one I pulled it up because I saw it earlier, but it was like Mumbai man laughs as his pit bull bites child inside an automobile
Oh, Jesus.
in Mumbai. There's another one like Mumbai man with upset stomach falls out of window after trying to take a shit.
Okay, you know what we need to do? Okay. Have you guys ever done this? I'm sure you might have seen this on like a Facebook thing, but they say to type in Florida Man and put your birthday.
Yeah.
So I think we should all take a second and see if we
All
could
right.
find a story with our birthdays. So hold on.
Oh, actually, the Mumbai man thing. Someone sent me a meme. It was actually Jay Forte, and he sent me one, Luke, and it said Mumbai man with upset stomach falls to his death from the
Yeah.
18th
Yeah.
floor while defecating.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking
Yeah.
about.
That's fucking so funny. Was it Mumbai where the terror attacks were like a few years ago? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's
Yeah.
funny? I literally, I Googled my
That's
birthday.
the first thing that pops up right
yeah,
now.
and it said in the last 2 decades, the number of terrorist attacks in Mumbai have caused over 700 fatalities. Yeah, Hotel Mumbai.
Yeah. Mumbai HC acquits all 12 in 2006 Mumbai train blast case.
Yeah, U.S. citizen. This from January 24th, 2013. U.S. citizen sentenced to 35 years for role in India and Denmark terror plots. Jeez.
Yeah, the majority of things that pop up when I type in Mumbai and then my birth month is terror attacks.
Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. Rex said about the Ganges River is like literally dead because all the human shit. Yeah, they don't. Do white people only care? Are the ones that care about like the
Yes.
ecosystem? Like, that's
Yeah.
fucking true, and no one else gives a fuck, dude. They literally shit
Yeah.
what they eat.
Yeah, you know, I talked to Red Hawk about this before, and he was like, the rest of the world is just populated by like what people call like bug men, and there's he always brings up like conquest, and we could debate the ethics and like the reality of trying to do conquest in a world that we live in today, but kind of to your point, Adam, you got to think about it like this country. We may joke that it's like a shithole, but I mean, we don't have stuff like that. Like parts of our cities look like third world countries because there's not people like us populating these cities.
Yeah.
So, but you go to the countryside, and
Called
almost any,
Atlanta and Southern Chicago.
yeah. I mean, you go to some parts of Pittsburgh, and it's the same way. But
Yeah.
you go to most like
You can-
countrysides in any state, and it's still pretty nice.
You can still swim in just about every lake or river.
Yeah.
And the only reason why you can't is because the lake or river was already dead or is already dirty, like just naturally from bullshit being around there, or because you have like the Mississippi River and it'll kill you if you jump into it.
Bingo coal, by the way, because third worlders occupy them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, facts.
American Anglos invented wildlife
Yeah,
conservation.
it's true.
Conservation.
Yeah,
Jesus
you know,
Christ.
You got
this
there.
is another thing that like I would have considered myself an anarchist probably 3 years ago, but now I do kind of think like the proper role of a government would be to protect national parks and stuff like that because I don't know, stuff like that. Should we really sell the Grand Canyon off to the highest bidder to put a strip mall there? Like,
No.
no, I don't think we
No.
should.
Dude,
No,
the
I
Grand
agree
Canyon
with
just
you.
got fucked. Did you guys see that?
Oh,
Like
no.
like on the northern rim, that's where a lot of people stay, and they've had just as many issues as like California does because the wildlife groups in Phoenix and stuff are like, we can't clean up around there. Like, it's got to go through its natural phases and blah 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 blah. Its natural phases is giant burn-offs when there's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
like bullshit sagebush all out there, and they haven't been cleaning it up, and around the, like, it's not really a resort, it's more like little log cabins and stuff like that. Well, fucking wildfire happened and totally destroyed it. Like the whole thing's like gone, like all the lodgings and stuff like that, because it just went through, like, it needed a burn off. There was a lot of stuff that hasn't been kept or cleaned or like conserved in the right way, because wildlife groups have been like, no, we can't touch any of it because it's a national treasure and blah 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 blah. And then, well, God will do his work, you know.
Forest
well,
fire.
I remember throughout multiple years in the Trump administration, like, this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with like Trump himself, but it was like there was record fires the one year, and when you looked into it, it was because like they didn't allow the stuff to burn enough the prior years. So when it finally did get to that time where stuff was supposed to burn off, it was really, really bad because they weren't allowing stuff to burn like it should.
Yeah,
I would argue
and
that
that's usually what it
fire is more good than bad in most scenarios. Like the use of fire, like cooking,
Well, they
literally-
keeping
They
things
literally
warm,
fight-
controlled burns.
Yeah, and they literally fight forest fires with fire. Like that's how
Yeah.
they stop them from spreading and stuff. So it's kind of a misconception. Like people think that just going in the woods and burning shit, but they're doing it to stop other fire from spreading to other places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They they do
100%.
like burn ditches and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just funny because you brought up the Grand Canyon, and it's like, yeah, well,
yeah.
we don't
Well, just
fucking
leaving
take care
it-
of our shit.
Well, yeah,
So-
just leaving it too is just gonna it can spread like you said to the lodges, or like how shit goes down in California when like literally fucking rich ass people's houses are lighting on fire. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they probably got another house or two. They'll be all right. So what the hell is the deal with this Somali mayor? I see the picture going around, and it's like literally all these Somalians holding this dude who literally looks like Cole Daubner's profile picture on here. It literally looks like him, but with a goatee, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
They have a
Yeah.
wild fuck. What's the word I'm looking for?
Physiognomy.
Thank you.
yeah, I
Wild.
don't really. So for some reason, I don't really know what the history is with that, but there is a large Somalian. I mean, I don't know how large it is, but I think it's like in Minneapolis itself. There's a decent amount of Somalians that live there, and it's pretty crazy that like people might not care. Like a lot of us probably don't care that much about like major cities, like just being turned over to third worlders essentially. But and they're like all socialist and whatnot. They're going to try to do some bullshit socialist policies, which I think will obviously fail. They're going to try to do them. But I think the biggest concern is that these people are going to secure power for their people and then probably invite more people like them here. So like essentially American cities in a way are being taken over by these like clearly people that don't even look like the African Americans we have here in America. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's essentially doing what the Madani guy is doing in New York, but he's doing in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Like the same,
And
same socialist shit, like same commie bullshit. Like, oh, I'm gonna pay more for this. We're gonna give higher wages for this. We're gonna fucking do it's all that shit. Same thing, just 1,200 miles over. That's it.
It's a problem because I've made this point before other places, but like if you look around at the US right now and your entire life in school you were taught that like, oh, this is capitalism, this is what free markets and free market economics is like, and this is what the outcome of it is. I can't blame people for kind of being like, oh yeah, well, if this is capitalism, I don't want this. I can't afford to buy a house. I can't have a family. I have to go in tens of thousands of dollars into student debt to get a career where I may or may not even be able to live on my own. So, why not entertain free healthcare and free stuff for everybody? Because right now I can't afford anything. So I can't blame people for going that way. Do I think they're right? No, but the overall point still stands,
I saw
like
asinine. Oh, sorry, type of God.
Well, I was gonna say, like, and I always reference this movie because it kind of like explains the situation we're in. But Gangs in New York, in the movie, when the Butcher Bill like literally like beats the shit out of that sheriff, the Irish sheriff, like he just got elected, and then he beats the shit out of him, and like I think he kills him actually. Now, I'm not saying we should do that, but what I am saying is that Butcher Bill recognized that if you let foreigners essentially take power in your country, they're going to use that to the advantage of their own people. And that is a problem because then they're going to discard your concerns or your people's concerns. And when they do that, then like essentially, I mean, the Irish did have power in New York at one time, and the Italians had a lot of power in New York at one time. And now it's like,
and now
like
it's a
whatever.
shithole. Thanks, Adam.
No,
when
it's we left.
when Cuomo, in a little bit of like a weird way, when Cuomo lost, it was kind of like a signal. It was like, wow, Italians, what you guys lost, man. Like, I know he's a shitty representative of people, but it's like they lost control of the city. And now it's going to like, it's just crazy how like you did have like this Italian meatball goofy character. And then now you get like a Muslim socialist Marxist guy from somewhere in Africa. And I don't know. That's what essentially is like, well, that's what's happening to our cities. Like they're taking over at local levels and big cities. Like that's actually like crazy that they're doing.
But they're
that.
American, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally American.
Totally.
I mean, I think where I have the biggest issue is like, it's kind of like what Cole said. He's like, I think the problem for the most part is the fact that they constantly refer to Somalia as their home. And it's like,
right.
Oh yeah.
They're just here. A lot of these people are just here so that they can make money and send it back to Somalia, which I'm not saying if I was born in Somalia that I wouldn't do the same thing.
But you shouldn't be allowed to do that.
But you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Yeah. And that's why there's like the whole thing on, 100% remittance taxes getting brought up more and more. And so that remittances are not allowed basically anymore. And that money stays here in the United States because this is not an economic zone. Right. The United States is not used to enrich the people of other countries. It's used to enrich the people of the United States of America. Like that's what it's for. Mm-hmm. It's not for other countries to enrich themselves by coming here, working here, taking power here at levels of government, and then providing and manipulating policy to benefit their countries back somewhere not here. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
So
we all joke about like our race and like who's going to get deported and everything like that. But every single one of us on this show we were all born here in America. Like I'm obviously Polish and Italian, and I kind of hold like being Polish is like probably like what my lineage is like thickest. But like I don't identify Poland as my home. I think about it and I'm like, okay, well, would I want to go to Poland one day? maybe if I like hit the lottery or something like that, but like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is where I'm from. Like that's where I identify with the most. And I want to just do stuff here. Right. Like I don't see, I would understand honestly why people want to send money back to their home, but it's like that's not what this country is for. This country's designed to be prosperous for the people who inhabit it, who it's their home. Where when like who was it, Cole saying earlier that like, oh, they view Somalia as their home, you know, Israelis view Israel as their home. That's fine, but you shouldn't be able to come over here, steal productivity, money, and then send it back over there for the benefit of your people in your country.
Especially when we're in a state right now where like the United States population is in a free fall of economic demise right now. Like we don't know what's going on. Nobody is confident in the outlook over the next 5 years, no matter how much the MAGA people say they are. Like, you're still seeing prices go up because money is still getting printed at a fucking insane rate. Mm-hmm. And we borrowed and borrowed and borrowed on top of that printed money for 20 years at least, and longer than that, definitely. So it's like, I don't think this is the greatest time. And I think it will backfire in the end, to be honest. I think we'll see more racial tensions and more tensions against immigration and things like that because of this fact that you're going to see more and more people, especially in the cities, that are like, hey, I still can't afford a house. I'm trying to be really cool because I think I'm a, very understanding American, and what I think of America is the idea of what America is, and like the mainstream trope of it's the idealism of America, of what an American is. It's a melting pot and everything else. And so the people that generally think that way are going to be like, I'm really trying to be cool here, but I am drowning in debt. I can't afford a 1-bedroom apartment, and my job has just let me go so they can hire 30 H-1B visas and all the people that are like me for half the price, even though they said it's for the best and the brightest. That's what we use H-1B visas for. And so it's just not really the case anymore. And more people are going to start waking up to it. I mean, I would assume they would, just because they're going to get hungry.
There was 2 things on Twitter today that made me laugh. Well, one made me laugh. One is just a retarded leftist, and we're talking about the Somali thing, right? He goes, So one guy said Somalians are 7% of the population of Minneapolis, yet they've managed to install a Somali mayor into their city hall to lead them. Do you see what their plan is? Total replacement. He gets quote tweeted with the leftist who says, I love how racist, which again, don't care. I love how racists believe simultaneously that Somalians and Haitians are on average borderline retarded, and yet simultaneously driven and organized enough to punch an order of magnitude above their weight. Like, he doesn't because shithead leftists are voting them in and bringing them in by fucking mass. Of course they're going to be fucking voted in if one decides to run. This isn't like they're so bright and above the fucking, up and up where they could just blow out their fucking normal range of like intelligence. No, they're all retarded. But you have other retards voting them in. It's like, it's just a fucking cycle.
Yeah.
Dumb as shit.
What was the second thing?
The funny thing is this guy, do you guys see the Jubilee? Where that
Hassan. Yes. I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips.
I saw the really autistic dude that was he was bringing up facts and was like quoting articles and the authors and being like, this is your job. You're a journalist. Why can't you do this? And it was hilarious.
So the thing that he quote tweeted was when the guy was like, yeah, I am a fascist. Fuck it. Like that guy.
I'm so mad.
He goes, these fascists and Nazis should be like afraid of walking around the street. Like we should do something about that. Like, like we should make them scared again. Anyone want to take a gander what this guy's profile picture is? Furry. It's him holding his cat with twig arms and no chin.
I was close.
Yeah.
So he got bullied. He deleted his account, which I think is very funny.
Get off of Twitter, nerd.
Yeah, he's got bullied into deletion. But he wants to go fight us. He can't handle Twitter comments, but he wants to go on the streets and beat the fuck out of us. Good luck,
Well,
dude.
no, he doesn't want to. He wants other people
to do it, right?
And
100%.
and most of the time it's police, government, force. Like that's what they want. They want them to do it, and they don't realize that the people that make up these jobs that they want to go and enforce these things, a lot of them aren't on their side.
No,
like,
they're like conservative dudes who like could shoot and fight.
And when their brother gets, like, the conservative dude that's a cop has to go break down the door of his brother's house because he's shit posting on Twitter, he's gonna be like, nah, I don't really give a shit. I'm not gonna go. He's not a fascist. I'm not going after him.
Right. Jacob, I don't know if this is a question to like us or the chat or whatever. Nuclear power, what's our thoughts on it? I think it's good. I think it's better than a lot of other things. I'm not saying my forte, like the power thing, but I know it's I prefer it over a lot of other things.
Nuclear power, as in, should we drop more bombs, or nuclear power, as in clean source of energy?
I'm actually for both, Luke. Actually for both.
Actually, yes, that's my answer.
Yes, on both. Yeah, yes.
What do you guys think of steam power? Steam power these nuts in your mouth, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
I love steampunk. I have it tattooed on me. This is all steampunk shit.
God, dude, you are a faggot, bro. You are so gay.
I don't even know much about. Is steam power still used? I don't know. Have no idea.
Brains. Steam power is the coolest form. Thank you. Yes, it is. It is. Slightly off topic because I do want to talk about the Obama thing. For sure, we have some time to kill. I brought up in our group chat that movie I watched the other night, and I know Typo, you've seen it too, so you could help me out with this. There's a movie on Netflix called To Catch a Killer, and let me tell you, boys, it is the biggest left-wing fever dream goy slop shit you could fucking dude. It is, but every trope you think of, what a liberal thinks of like a right winger, that's what the movie is. So it's essentially like there's a killer, like a serial killer in Baltimore, but like a mass casualty event. Like on 4th of July, he just was shooting people with a sniper rifle, like a pinpoint accuracy. Like, like 27 kills. You know, of course, he's a loner white guy who was ex-military, who hates the world, who's mad at the government, like that.
He lives in the country.
Lives in the country. You know, that type of thing.
Well, that's because he got shot in the head as a kid.
Yeah. But my favorite part is while they're trying to find this guy, like this Nazi group makes like a prank phone call to like this news station.
Yeah.
And they hit every single line of what the left thinks. Like, you know, down with the Jews, down with the blacks, da 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 da. That was kind of based. I was like, they're making some points, is all I'm gonna say. But so they track,
well, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong, yeah. So they track like the phone, thinking that it might be these guys who are doing the actual attacks. And again, typical stereotype, 4 dudes open carrying in fucking Baltimore. Like, yeah, that's totally allowed, you know? So they're open carrying. They all have the fucking basic ass, you know, stereotype tattoos, like the SS symbols, the all shit. They go into a store and they start like cracking beers in like the aisle. I'm like, that's what black people do.
But like, then it's the black cops
Baltimore
that come and shoot them, dude.
Right. They had to make sure the black cops kill him and like tase him and get the one last guy to take him alive. It's so stereotypical.
And what got me too was, okay, so they're the only like good FBI agent, like I forgot his name, but the main, one of the main actors in the movie.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Yes.
And say, go ahead,
yeah. Well, you think like, okay, we have a good. There's a good white guy, you know, and then at the very end,
gay. I forgot about that.
The other FBI guy, and they don't tell you that until the very end. It's kind of a mic drop moment because I mean, I'm gonna spoil it. Sorry, guys, but he dies, and then it's a mic drop moment because she's like, you know. She makes the deal with the upper echelon FBI guys who are all like these evil white guys too. And
Yeah.
you're like, dude. And then he makes a deal with them, and it's like, yeah, he will get all this money for his husband. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
come on, dude.
Yep.
The one guy that could have
Yep.
been a good guy.
Yeah, the
And they
FBI
make
team
it
was made
gay.
up of a gay, a woman, and a black. You're like, you guys
A
think that's
mentally
the guy?
ill, a mentally ill woman. Remember, she got rejected from
Yes.
the FBI
She
because
was
of her
cutting
mental
herself.
illness.
Yeah. Dude, it was so, but like, I had to watch the whole thing. I was like, this
I
is
watched
dog
it
shit,
too.
but I have to see how this
We
ends.
put it on.
I
and
watched
was like,
it.
Dude, come on.
I will just say I watched it, and I think I took it a little bit differently at the end than I think you guys did, because I thought they actually created a lot of sympathy for the right-wing extremist that was murking people on the 4th of July, because he was like fucked over, and they knew he was fucked over. And even the mentally ill woman that was trying to catch him after he just shot the gay FBI agent felt sympathy for him.
Yeah.
And I thought they created a lot of sympathy for him, being like, this is kind of like middle America. This is how they feel right now. That's kind of where I took it at the end.
Well,
And I was like, oh, that's a saving grace.
There
but
is like this.
I get what you're saying.
Well, no, to your point, Luke, there is this thing in Hollywood movies where they make like an obvious bad guy, but then all the right-wing people like identify with that guy. Like they're like,
Homelander.
Oh, so
that
it's
guy.
just me.
Homelander.
Yeah.
There's what's his the Joker
Yeah.
with
That's why they had a fucking.
Joaquin. So then
peg
they
him in the
come out
second
with
one.
they have to come out with another movie. Well, another one actually was the Man in the High Castle, because if you watch it, it's the hypothetical world where the Nazis in Japan actually win World War II and the Nazis occupy parts of the United States. Well, there's a few in the first couple of seasons, there's a few Nazis in there that like, they do like the blatant Holocaust stuff, like the smokestacks and all that. But when you have to, they interact with these guys on some personal level, and you kind of like, there's a couple of characters on the Nazis, you're like, I don't know if this guy's like all that bad, like I know he's a Nazi, but I don't know if he's that bad. And then as the show goes on, they have to make this guy like more dramatically, like obviously
Like comic book villain level evil.
Yes, they have.
Right.
Instead of making it like it's a person, an actual human being who just happened to be a German and a Nazi, and then he's like trying to find his way in this world just like everybody else does. As the show goes on, no, actually we have to make this hysterical, rabid killer because all the right-wing people identified with him, and they do this all the time in shows. And I feel like the second Joker was exactly this.
It was a punishment,
dude. Joaquin Phoenix looked upset about the second Joker.
No, it's true. It was like,
did you see the video of him like he like got they changed the ending or whatever, and he was like, they were watching it at like the first showing of it or something like that, and it looked like he was just pissed the whole time because they made it like this weird musical, and I still haven't watched it. I refuse
to watch it.
Kind of
like,
lost. Yeah,
but I know he gets. Essentially, they were like, if you are right-leaning, conservative, want to be a loner or like whatever, we're gonna fucking use the power of the state to physically fuck you and throw you away in a prison cell forever. That's your message.
Yeah.
You're like, right, this movie sucks. Homelander 2. Homelander 2 with like, I know Eric Kripke, the showrunner for The Boys, is like, people just don't, the media literacy argument from leftists, like you're not media literate.
Yeah.
No, you don't get it. He's actually
the big debate is always Starship Troopers.
Yes.
Because the guy made it as like a joke to make fun of the fascist
also
military.
Didn't read the book. He literally says himself, I
didn't read the book.
It.
Oh my god. And it was a giant anti-war peace book. Like that's what it was. And then he just made this like badass film that literally didn't go with what the book was.
Nothing.
Truly, like the essence of it, and it was awesome.
Heinlein essentially wrote like being like,
I wanted to go fight the bugs.
Yeah. Heinlein essentially, yes.
I'm doing my part.
Heinlein essentially wrote it as like, hey, the only way to be like a military superpower and have like a fucking nice society is being kind of like a far right fascist society in a way, and you're like, yeah, kind of.
It's so funny because I'm not very familiar with any like the movies you guys are bringing up because I'm just like I'm a media retard. But I remember playing Wolfenstein, the whole series. and it basically hypothesizes what happens if the Nazis won World War II. And by like the year 1969, they like colonized Mars, have a base on the moon and everything. I'm like, wait, you're telling me these are the bad guys and their cities are clean and we colonize Mars and the moon? And
yeah,
we
they're
can
all
travel.
dressed nice.
Right.
Yeah, they dress
dressed
nice. We
nice,
can
like-
travel through space. And like these people have these gorgeous families. Like, are you
Yeah.
sure these are the bad guys?
It's dude, but that's so true. Even Starship Troopers, like he's like Verhoeven, the guy who directed, he's like, you made them look awesome. like all the fucking characters and the soldiers and the fucking officers have like sick, essentially Hugo Boss-esque like Nazi uniforms. Like they look pretty fucking cool. He's like, you're supposed to hate them though. It's like, why?
Yeah.
So you're saying
They're
that we
killing
should
bugs.
side with bugs who are actively trying to kill humanity off? They are fucking retarded.
Dude, they literally bombed California. Like the bugs bombed.
Rio, no, it was
California on-
Brazil. It was Brazil,
Oh,
Buenos
okay.
Aires or Argentina, whatever,
Oh,
wherever
okay.
Buenos Aires.
Oh,
is,
they were
yeah.
actually trying to do us a favor. We should be on the bug side. What the fuck? No, have you guys either read or watched Ender's Game? Because it's the only like
Yeah,
anti-war movie that did a very good job of showing like the authoritarian, like kind of fucked up government and using kids to play a game that was actually like real life simulation,
right.
or not even simulation. It was like real life killing another sentient species that we were just scared of. And that was it's the only book. And actually Starship Troopers is a really good book too. You should dedefinitely read that if you haven't. Great anti-war book. It's phenomenal. But Ender's Game, phenomenal book, and the series is really good too if you read the whole series. But the movie did it really well, where it was like, yeah, this is kind of fucked up. Like these things are sentient. They were trying to just see who we were because they found other sentient life, and we decided to nuke the shit out of them. So they were like, oh fuck, we gotta fight these guys, and then nuke the fuck out of us. And then we decided to genocide their entire race. And that's like the only time that it's done very, very well. But Orson Scott Card got canceled for being too conservative. Did he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But yeah, it's just very funny to me. All the media literacy, fucking leftists.
Yeah,
He's
there's
fucking
always,
so
there's
dumb.
Always,
Always.
a debate that comes up about
Yeah.
something, and it's just aesthetics, dude. If it looks cool, we're gonna think it's cool. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
that's literally the end of it.
Yeah, you can't just look. Yeah, you can't make the bad guys look really good. Like it just
Star Wars.
It just doesn't. Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
bad guy in
Darth
Star
Maul
Wars
was
is
sick.
significantly cooler than every good guy in Star Wars.
Yeah, seriously.
Vader,
Speaking of Star
that goes
Wars,
so hard.
I forgot. Vader was fucking went hard. I don't know if you guys, speaking of Star Wars, I don't know who said it, but somebody. Oh, I think it was Luke. He was like, "Would you guys rather talk like Jar Jar Binks or look like him? You can't kill yourself."
Talk.
I guess talk like him.
Yeah, talk. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I definitely don't want to look like Jar Jar.
Fascism
Like,
is
are
when you have a
kidding
good
me?
time with the boys. That's it. It's that.
Fascism is white boy summer, dude. Like that's,
Oh, shit.
fascism is yelling bang when you're punching a dude on the golf course.
Throwing him into lakes. Paul makes a good point too. They claim we have no media literacy, and then they make every show have the most surface level political pandering possible. Like, yeah,
But they
100%.
and I love that they're like, that's not what we were doing. And it's
Right.
like, bro, what? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
yeah. They're like,
Literally the whole, like, you guys took out the whole point of the story. You dug that shit out and
Yep.
just threw it away and then put in all your bullshit and you made that the story.
try arguing with it on Twitter. People are like, you just don't. It's
No.
like the Animal House thing all over again. Where they're like,
Yeah.
actually, it's Orwell's actually a communist. No, he wasn't. Like, the whole book is anti-communist. You fucking retarded. It's not.
Yeah. Well, it's like American History X. Like, you can't make him look that cool.
Yeah.
You can't make
It's
him
like
look that
so.
cool.
Yeah.
Black guys killed his dad and he hates them. Yeah, that checks. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah, people are playing like at the clips of Edward Norton like before he went to prison, and it's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, he's saying like just basic shit. He's not even being racist. He's like,
Yeah.
he's just saying like we have to get control of the border and we should take care of people. And it's like, how is that racist?
Right.
Well,
Because leftists only view it from their like perspective, right? Like they don't have any. It's a caricatures of the right. It's all it is.
yeah.
So they're like, oh, he said something about Jews negatively. They'll get it. Everybody gets it. That's bad. And we're like, making some points.
What's that? What's the movie where it's Ryan Gosling and he's like 16 in a classroom
Barbie.
just going on. I never watched it. Was he supposed to be the bad guy in that, or was he just like
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah. It's called
no,
The
in Barbie.
Believer.
The Believer? But no, in Barbie, was he supposed to be like a bad guy in it, or was
No,
he just
I
like?
think that movie was like misogynism is bad.
Oh,
And
was he misogynist in it?
No, but like he took all again leftist caricature stereotypes of like what men should be, because they came into like the real world and he found like a bunch of dudes working out and driving cool cars. He's like, that's fucking sick, and started doing that. And everyone's like, yeah, right, totally, that is sick. You're right.
It's like it's total woman think, right? It's like women think that what's going on in their head, they're thinking about, cheating on me, they don't love me anymore, blah 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 blah, and it's like, this sounds good for dinner. Like we're like very simple characters. Like they blow up our caricature of what like a dude is, and a dude's like cool cars, work out. I want, like, I'm down with this. This is what I want to do. It's all just a caricature, and it's not like it's way more. It's actually surface level. Like it's actually. I think we should have control of our borders. It does not mean like. I think we should genocide Mexico. It means I think we should have control of our borders.
Right. Yeah, it's a fucking joke. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Rex. If my dad was fighting a fire and gets shot and stabbed by a black guy crackhead, still click 12 for every pretty pissed too. Exactly. Yeah. American History X backfires so hard when you think about it. He renounces Nazism, pulls his brother out, and his brother gets killed by the black bullet from the beginning. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Totally forgot about that.
I forgot about that. Yeah. That's right. Just proving the stereotype the whole time.
Maybe it wasn't anti.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't
movie.
Maybe they had to write that in to pass Hollywood, and then like, got you.
And they're like, only the real ones know.
Anyway, the Obama shit. What was it,
What's
Kyle? I don't know too much about it. I just know some of the Russiagate or something. Kyle, fill us in.
Basically, it's like they're rehashing an ancient story. Like we've known for 10 years now, probably close to 10 years, that the Obama administration had wiretapped the Trump campaign. Like this is ancient news.
Right.
They're acting like this is something giant, revelatory, and breaking. There was, I think the one thing that actually was breaking about all this is that they now officially have it in writing that at the time, the NSA, the FBI, and I think it was the CIA as well, all admitted that they had it at low confidence that Russia had interfered in the election. And, that was the big claims that Trump was a Russian asset. Everybody knows Russiagate. We don't have to litigate that here. And I know we don't have to litigate this specifically with the audience, but I think if I remember correctly, the biggest groundbreaking part of this was now that they have it on record that the agencies at the time admitted that they had very, very low confidence in the information that they were using to accuse Trump of being a Russian asset. So I feel like we're constantly seeing this. Like when Mark Zuckerberg had, when there was like a testimony in court where they said, oh, they admitted to giving Facebook's data over to government agencies. It was like, yeah, he admitted this like a year prior. I know there have been like multiple situations like this. Yeah. And to me, it's like, I don't know what the right word is, but it just feels like we're constantly living through like the same old news cycle just over and over and over again. So now basically fatiguing? Well, basically like the Trump administration now is making a whole lot of noise, indicating that they're going to put out lawsuits against Obama. Is anything going to happen with this? I would be sincerely surprised if something did happen, but I think it's going to be more of just like, this is something to gain favor after Trump has completely, totally, and utterly shit the bed with the Epstein stuff. I think this is something to gain his base back, because we all think Obama should build a tree in Minecraft and swing from it right in Minecraft. We all think that he should do that, but that's not going to happen.
No,
So-
I saw a good post today when it was like number of arrests, Russian collusion hoax 0, January 6th 0, Mar-a-Lago raid 0, Biden auto pen 0, 2020 election 0, Epstein pedophile arrest 0, COVID 0, Benghazi 0, Doge funding 0, Ukraine impeachment hoax 0, and this will also be a 0 on that
Well,
board.
I wish they would have had the amount of people that they arrested for anti-Israel speech, because that they actually have
because
gone
it's
after people
higher
for
than
that.
0.
Yeah, that number is higher than
Literally
0.
one would be more than all those.
Exactly.
Combined.
How many
Yeah.
people they've deported specifically for criticizing Israel, and that is their
Yeah.
only crime in the United States? Yeah,
Yeah.
that number's more than one, but apparently we can't find any evidence. Or they said that there's a list, and they said there's no list, and then they said there's no footage of Epstein in the jail cell. And now all of a sudden there is footage. So
But we're missing, a minute and 50
Yeah,
seconds
1
of it for
minute.
some reason.
And allegedly that happens all the time, even though we just told you that
We had the whole
told you,
thing.
what was it, 8 years ago? The cameras never malfunctioned in 30 years, and the guard magically fell asleep at the time that all this stuff happened, and there was no footage of it. Just like, I don't know how people can trust what the Trump administration's doing right now.
Remember before
I don't know
Epstein
either.
was officially pronounced dead, John McAfee, when he was still alive, quote unquote, said exactly what was going to happen. Like the day before, he was like, "This guy Nicholas."
Really?
Yeah, I can't find the tweet.
Wow.
If someone wants to look up that tweet and send it, that'd be great, because I can't do both. But like, yeah, he was like this prisoner. I forgot. He's like an Italian guy. He's like, he's gonna fucking essentially kill him and just disappear. Like, no mention of it, because the guy was already serving life in prison for something. I think, for
Yeah.
probably awesome Italian shit. And he just fucking
Probably
and, yeah,
New York related.
Yeah, probably some New York related. But look it up. Look at the McAfee tweet from like the day before, I want to say.
I'll see if I
You
can find
guys-
it while we're talking.
Do you guys think that the Epstein thing will have significant or any effect on the Trump administration? Like, do you
I
think
think
they'll
severely
harm
negative.
them?
Honestly, I think people are going to forget about it. I know a lot of people. You see a lot of like the big Trump influencers saying, "I didn't vote for this," which it just always makes me laugh when people say that, because they'll be the first ones to say, "Well, if you vote Democrat, you deserve to get punched in the face by an illegal immigrant because you voted for it." But as soon as Trump does something they don't like, "Oh, I didn't vote for this." Well, you can't have it both ways. It's either one way or the other. Honestly, I think a lot of it's going to blow over and people are just going to forget about it, because most people have memories of fucking cold fish. They're going to see the next, once again, now everybody's on to the Obama stuff, right? Like, you're still probably
Right.
going to see a few people who are a little bit more clued in like us talk about it. But like for the general masses, honestly, I haven't heard my coworkers mention any words of it. I brought it up to one guy who's kind of apolitical. I would say maybe like a little bit left leaning that I work with. But like the vast majority of the guys that I work with just haven't really talked about it. So I think, like I said, the online Trump people, like some of the Gen Z, more clued in politically people, are going to be a little bit disgusted with it. But I think if push comes to shove, they would still pull R every single time. And, maybe it'll hurt them a little bit in the midterms, but I think there's going to be bigger issues that come back to bite the Trump administration in the ass come the midterms.
Jay Forte, he said two of his my friends that got to interview McAfee before he died. I did too. I forgot about that. My old podcast, we interviewed, because he put out a tweet one time. He's like, "I'll do any podcast." I just DM'd him. He gave us like 20 minutes of his time. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he was on I want to say it was probably in the first 500 episodes of Joe Rogan that John McAfee was on Joe Rogan, like through the phone or something like that. It was very, very early on.
A lot of libertarian candidates, like back in the day, were on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like
Gary
a lot.
Johnson.
Larry Sharp.
Adam Kokesh was on there.
He's a
Yeah,
fucking
that's right.
psycho loser, that dude.
We had Adam Kokesh on our podcast, and it was one of our wilder ones, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I had him on mine too pretty early on. And
Yeah.
it was when he was going to war with some of the Mises Caucus people. And there's that Natalie Danilishin or whatever. She's super sweet, but he was you know what I'm talking about.
Catfish.
Some of the comments.
Catfish.
Oh
Catfish.
my!
Not
He
gonna
went
lie.
so hard.
I died laughing.
Oh.
I like, listen, I don't know these people very well, but just looking at it from the outside, I was
Hilarious.
laughing.
It was funny as shit.
Wait, what happened?
He basically, I don't really know exactly why the beef with the Mises Caucus exactly, but he was just like anyone in the inner libertarian circles that had any sort of influence at all. He was just trash. He went on like a couple day rants, just trashing everyone. And the Natalie girl, he just called her like, "You're fat," like "Shut up, fatty," or something. just dropped it.
shit.
And like, at first I thought he was kind of cool, when I was younger. Then he kind of crashed out, and I don't know, he got really weird. And I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
he had
when I
a
was like
severe crash out.
25,
Yeah.
I thought he was an interesting guy, but now I
Yeah,
don't know, I'm
total
just not
tool.
really
Yeah,
interested in
I
him.
think I think when you're a young anarchist, maybe early 20s to maybe mid 20s at the latest, you look at that and you're like, yeah, that's awesome. And then you're like, wait, this dude who lives out in the middle of the desert and just smokes weed all day and is like a
Right.
vegan, like,
Fucking
yeah, that's
loser,
not that
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
vegans
he
are
off
not.
Twitter? Like, did he like leave the app, or is he still on the app?
I
Probably
don't
blocked.
After that crash out where he just talked shit about everybody in the libertarian circles, and then he either deleted it or just deleted. But at least I haven't seen him like say anything.
He got off and then I think he got back on, but I
Oh.
haven't followed him. I unfollowed him forever ago.
I think he blocked me.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Because
let me
I probably just
see.
called him a faggot. He probably didn't like that at all.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Who's the other comedian that's been making the rounds that I feel like is always crashing out? He's like always on libertarian. He's good friends. He was at the event for Tower Gang. Tower
Benjamin?
Gang's guy.
Owen Benjamin?
Owen Benjamin.
Owen Benjamin. Dude, I feel like he's on a constant crash out. He is always freaking out.
He's so funny though.
He's very funny.
He's hilarious, but he's like on
Yeah.
a constant crash out.
I don't
That's
know.
just
if it's a
how he is
crash
on
out.
Twitter.
Yeah, right. I think it's
I-
just like he's aggressive.
Yeah, he's aggressive with every dude. He hates.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he hates libertarians per se, but he hates libertarianism. That's for sure.
Oh,
He
yeah.
trashes all the time. Yeah.
He hates. He talks shit about Catholics. He talks shit. Dude, he goes on. He goes on. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like he sees something on his timeline, and then that's what he talks about for the next like 3 or 4 days, and he just constantly like rips it apart, makes fun of it, and then he moves on to something else. Like he's always. I don't know. It's always. I don't know. It's always something going on with him. I don't really follow him that
He's
much.
fucking 6'6". Jesus.
Yeah, he's
Christ.
huge. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
He was also married to that girl that played Wednesday back in the day.
Was he
Yeah.
really?
Oh, what the fuck is her name?
His website
remember.
used to be called
Chris
Huge
Ritter?
Pianist.
That was his, I think, his first special too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He is very
I
funny.
like
Yeah.
his stand up.
Also, I know we want to touch on the Joel Berry. He's just constantly being a fucking tool.
Oh yeah. Well, I have officially blocked this guy because
Yeah, I think that's coming for me.
months, I just see. I don't know why he pops up. Maybe because I interact and talk shit to him all the time. But he always pops up on my fucking timeline, and he just annoys the fuck out of me. That I feel like I have to say something. But this weekend,
Oh, he's the guy from the Babylon Bee.
Yes.
yeah, which those
All right,
guys like
hold on.
suck.
I want to make sure I
hard
get
fall off.
the
Super
tweet
hard fall off.
right.
I keep praying for their fucking downfall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean the
well,
Babylon
they-
Bee, the Babylon Bee used to be funny, and then like after October 7th, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I will just
okay,
say,
yeah. So he
before
said,
you say this, Kyle, I just want to preface this
Yeah.
by like all these like conservative Connie types were like begging for free speech on social media. And as soon as we got it, like it took 2 months to a year where now they just complain about like right wingers or Nazis and race. Like they've
Yeah.
literally turned
Right,
into
quote,
fucking
unquote.
leftists. Like
Mhm.
as soon as like all these like shadow underground right wingers came onto the scene and are very popular, and especially after October 7th, they have been just constantly crashing out, like calling everyone anti-Semitic, racist, like that's not real Christianity.
Woke right.
And
Right.
He's
the-
like,
yeah,
uh,
which
woke
you
right.
guys actually are. Like, if
And this
anybody's
is-
woke right, it's you.
Yeah. And as this stuff has progressed, I think it's gotten worse. But like there's just like, I don't know why, maybe because of what happened this weekend, but Joel just got like pounced on the internet. But go ahead and tell us what he said.
Yeah, so he had said, and I understand why some people would come to defend him on this because he didn't explicitly call for it, but the subtext is clearly there. The tweet was, "This won't be easy for people to hear, but there are only about 200 professed Catholics still living in Gaza, and they all support Hamas." Which, and then he followed up with, "True Christian faith still exists in Gaza, but it's all underground. Anyone allowed by Hamas to practice openly is allowed to do so because they aid and support the terror regime." Which, if you know Joel Berry and you know the way he talks about Israel, essentially what he is saying is that the last 200 professed Catholics in Gaza should be killed because they support Hamas.
Correct.
That's once again, that isn't explicitly what he said, but if you followed him for long enough and his ilk, that is essentially what they're saying, is that if you support Hamas, you should be killed because this is a awful ideology that, you know, seeks to subvert and destroy the West, and they chant death to America every day. So therefore, we should just kill them, right? That's what reasonable people think.
To piggyback Typo's point about like all these right-wing influencers, you know, being like free speech, as soon as they say something that we didn't like and we turned it on them, they became leftist, like fucking that. Instantly became leftist. It's because they had no conviction or moral authority or over us at all, and they think they do, and they don't. I don't respect them. I don't care for them.
Yeah, these people were notorious. You know, like they won't. Okay, so it's like a sophisticated cancellation where they won't like, you know, call. They have to, you know, put on the facade that they're the right-wing forebears of free speech. But what they'll do is if someone with a small to medium to even large platform is they'll leak. I mean, it's not like hard to find, but they would take clips of someone's podcast or show, send it to like Right Wing Media Watch, which is a leftist organization, and then that would get played. And then the news, like the legacy media, would start playing it on their show, talking about how this guy's like an anti-Semite, racist, whatever, and get them canceled.
It's always anti-Semite. So
they were just, they're using the leftist cancellation process, but just secretly to cancel people to the right. And this is what they always do. They want to be the forebears. They want to be in front. And if they're not going along with the game, then they're going to get banned. And they always help these people, help the left ban us.
Totally agree.
Yeah,
I wish someone
the Lincoln Project
clip our show and send it to Right Wing Hate Watch.
Like now it's like it does. I mean, it probably still happens, but now like I see people get put on there, and then the person will share it and be like, "Thanks for the publicity," and they'll get like more likes and reactions.
Right,
like
that's what we need. Someone clip this and send it to them.
I'll even comment sometimes, like under the like. You always see this from like liberals where they'll post like, "Look what he said," and like I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even watch the video. I don't even know if I agree with them, but I'll just comment and like, "Wow, thanks. I'm gonna look this guy up." Just to
It's so funny, dude. Yeah, fuck him. I don't care. Like, again, to go back to what we said earlier, like the Jubilee thing where he's like, "Oh, you sound like a fascist." He's like, "Yeah."
Sure.
Yeah. Well,
we talked about this a long time ago. Typo and I were like, people are just gonna start saying okay. Like, sure.
Yeah, we are not? Right now.
What's happening?
What's happening right now? I don't care. Like, you're a Nazi. Cool. Okay.
Sure.
Next.
Whatever.
Next. Yeah, what else? That the incel argument where if you shit on women for being whores, whatever, like you're an incel. I'm like, I'm married. So it's like
this doesn't make sense.
Right. I'm married. I work out all the time. Like I'm fucking I do comedy.
I always love when people want to argue with me about nutrition or anything like that. And they're like, "Oh yeah, have fun with your diabetes." I'm like, really, motherfucker? You don't even have a profile picture.
Kyle posts his physique. He was posting his physique this weekend, dude. I saw he was like,
Because people once again, if you want to talk shit, I'm never claimed to be the most jacked dude in the world. But if you're gonna tell me have fun with my diabetes and you ain't got no fucking profile picture, I'm sorry, you're getting thrashed.
Posting physique.
Yeah. And the thing is too is like the Catholic Church, at least publicly, has been like calling for an end to this war.
Yeah.
And I know some Catholics around here, and they're, I mean, maybe not on our level. We're like autistically into politics, but they're like the girls I've talked to are listening to Candace Owens. And then the guys that I've talked to are listening to Nick Fuentes. So it's like, dude, the Catholics are like not in favor of Israel. That at least the ones that I've
Candace
around
Owens.
here.
Candace Owens is hitting mainstream women pretty hard right now. It's pretty
like married millennial women is like her fucking face right now.
I gotta say,
pretty wild.
I've always been skeptical of Candace Owens, but her interview with Nick Fuentes kind of won a little bit of favor with her in my book, because she did admit when she got things wrong, and even like went back after the interview and cut in pieces where it's like, oh no, like we did have this interaction, and like here's his evidence of why he believed like this one interaction went down this way. So I thought it was pretty fair. I don't want to litigate all the reasons why I'm skeptical of her, but like at least in that respect, it was good, and she is raising some serious conversations. I think the whole fixation on Bridget Macron, or whatever the fuck her name is retarded. But like
that's one of my favorite things she does.
Yeah, I think
it's very. She really does that.
It's
like
proof now, bitch. It's proof now.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
All the defamation cases. Like it's,
allegedly, Trump gave her a call over that. I don't know if that's true, but
it's
probably like, can you just shut up about this fucking French bitch, please? I don't need any more fucking problems in my ear from this little twink overseas.
But she did like she tried to bring back like Harvey Weinstein. She interviewed him in prison.
Yeah, that's right.
Weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Like I don't know much about that case, but like really, one Hollywood Jew gets taken down, and you're trying to redo his image. Like, do we really need that?
Yeah.
Come on.
What's with all the? Did you see what's her name, Libby or whatever from Timcast or whatever? And she was like,
I have them all.
Why do I? Why should I care about Epstein? And it was like, that's what she tweeted this weekend, and it's like. But she's not the only one. There's a whole bunch of these people.
Yeah, she's.
But it's like, why should I care about Epstein? It's like you should care. And a lot of the comments, because people that follow her and stuff like that, are like, because everybody else does, so they want you to too. And it's like, no, because I want to know if there's fucking child predators or just an island where they were taking women to and drugging them and making them have sex and fucking sending them on their way. I don't care if it was just kids or it wasn't just kids. Like, this is at the highest levels of our government, the people that he's connected to. Like, that's why I care. Like, I'm sorry, sex trafficking.
It's kind of a big it's kind of a big deal if our government is covering up a child sex trafficking ring. So like, you can't just dust that under the rug.
Yeah, dude. Like people are like, okay. Like, listen, some people have said, like, oh, this could expose a significant amount of elites and it would turn our society on its head.
Don't care.
It's like, okay, dude, but if we got to the point where we're protecting child predators, maybe this society should fall. Like, it's like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? Like, people are like, if your options are, you could live in a society that has pedophilia that's normalized, or you can live, like, out in the woods. Like, I think, maybe rational people gut reaction would be like, I think I'm just gonna go live in the fucking woods, dude. Like, I'm not gonna.
Once again, if our society is maintained by pedophiles, I think it's time that it rightfully burns down.
Or like legit rapists. Like, I don't even care if it's just like, I don't like, even if it's because then they were making the argument that 16 and some of these girls ended up going back and working for it. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you talking about?
There's kind of a brilliance. There's kind of a brilliance by them just being like, why should you care about Epstein? It's like, I don't know how else to explain that pedophilia is bad to you. Like, what do I say?
Yeah.
Well,
like, you know what I'm saying?
This is something that Basil was talking, that BAP, Barry Weiss sphere of influencers, like that's them. They're the ones that are doing that. Like, they're the ones being like, oh, they were just 17 and 16. And it's like, okay, dude, like
Right.
That's cool, but like, come on. Like,
It's
let's
the
be
same.
fucking for
It's
real
the same
here.
group. They're the ones promoting trans activism or transdegeneracy and gay
Yeah.
shit. It's like shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
Retards following.
and they're pretty smart too. They'll go after people like they know the Israel topic is not popular, so they'll go after people for like not being right wing enough on like some other topic. Like they'll pick like whatever it is that someone slips up or doesn't have the right wing enough topic, and they'll screenshot it, post it everywhere, and be like, "This guy's not right wing," but it's really like their angle is he doesn't support Israel. Like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
I gotta go, boys. Gotta wrap it up.
Cool.
Yeah. But can we get ready to like this fucking video and subscribe if you're not? Like and share and all that shit. Comment. Thank you for all the boys in the chat as always. 0 woman in the chat.
Boys only.
Boys only. Fascism, guys. It's boys having
This is
fun.
fascism.
Follow me at I'm Nutter on X. Thank you.
At Keep It Real Luke on X and at Biting Bullet Podcast memes on Instagram.
Oh, Typo, did
That's
we
a
start a 5 till midnight one yet? Or no? Instagram?
Almost.
Okay. We're working on a 5 till midnight Instagram. When that comes out, Typo will tell you.
I will. I'll post it.
Cool. Yeah, Common Tovik on Twitter, Common Crown. Just finished up all the guitar tracks. Shit sounds freaking awesome. So I can't wait to release that with everybody. And on In Liberty and Health this week, I have Warwick Powell, and I'll be recording a fatherhood series here. They'll be released for members only as of right now, and then in a few weeks it'll go public. But yeah, become a channel member and check out my show with Warwick Powell, where we're going to talk about China, BRICS, and the US. So it's going to be pretty awesome.
Dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dope.